On this week's show, we dive back into the world of electronic games. I play as two players at the same time. Introduce you to some electronic game siblings. Distract myself with a round manual while Atari gets a bit frisky. Hello, yes, it is me. It is Jace at Retrogames. Hello, how are you? Happy Friday, happy Retrogames Day. What are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about handheld electronic games. So if you hate them, just turn it off, because this is a whole show dedicated to electronic handheld games. And the reason I'm doing this...
You're doing this for a reason.
Thank you. And the reason I'm doing this is because we bought a huge collection from our friend Dave in Nottingham. He sold his handheld collection. You know, he kept them for a long time, and then he decided, no, this is the time I'm going to clear them out, and we took them on. But, you know, I am a huge collector of handheld games. You can see some in the cabinets behind me. I love electronic games, and I know some of you, oh, they're too feeble, they're not proper playable games. No, but they are amazing. They are electronics trying to replicate full-on £5,000 arcade machines, like in a little handheld game. Just, to me, it's amazing. It was pushing the boundaries of what you could do with handheld electronics, and some of the games are brilliant to play. And I won't hear you saying that they're all rubbish. They are not. They are brilliant to play, and hopefully we will discover some that are brilliant to play on our little trek through them. Now, I'm going to keep one of these games. That's what I've decided. I can't keep loads of them because I've got tons, and that's the problem with running a business like this. You see all this stuff and you're thinking, oh, I want that. You know, it's a better version, it's an upgraded version. I thought, well, I'll treat myself. I'll have one game. Let's go through the lot and pick one. And this might take more than one show because it's such a big collection. So bear with me for part 2 or part 3 even, if it goes on a bit. But let's just get on with it. There's so many games. I'm going to try and rush through them. There's just so many games to show you. So exciting for me. Yeah, let's get on with the games.
What's on the table?
Now I'm going to start with this. This is a Coleco Alien Attack, a game I never really liked. Yeah, what a great way to start the show. Now I should say, I haven't tested any of these yet. I'm going to be testing them with you guys. We're going to test them together. They haven't been cleaned up, especially for the show.
Dirty boy!
So I'm just going to show you them, and I'm going to try and play them and talk a little bit about them. If I know now, Coleco, everybody knows Coleco, a toy company that ended up getting into video games and then making the ColecoVision console. It's sad that the ColecoVision never carried on, and we had Coleco in the mix now, wouldn't it? I mean, you know, Sega, they're still in the mix. They're still making their little consoles and things. They're still making games. Coleco just disappeared, and it's just kind of sad. Anyway, even Atari is still making games, aren't they? But, you know, Coleco, we lost them in the great console wars of 1984. But they released several handheld games, and there's a few handheld games from them in this collection. And the first of this, oh, breathe, Jace. Alien Attack. Let's just show you it. Now, it is a beautiful design. I always liked it. It looks like it's got ears. Hello, mate. Oh, yeah, I've got ears. It's a joystick control. It's not a shoot 'em up. That is the thing. It's called Alien Attack. It looks like it should be a shoot 'em up, but it's not. It's a maze game. Let's get straight on with it. I'll show you this game going. So just slide the power switch and you'll see a little bit flickery. It's not really flickery. It's how the camera is. Now the fire button and the move button are like shift keys. Hold down the move button and you can move. Hold down the fire button and you can fire in that direction. It's an interesting concept and it should be quite fun. When in doubt, start again. Yeah, so I'll move around now, and yeah, I shot that guy, got it. Well, a guy, what is it? A cloud? And the clouds do fire back. Look, got me. It's an interesting concept. It's an unusual game. In the world of 1980s electronic gaming, it's nice to have a game that isn't Pac-Man or Space Invaders related. Now I'm sticking with Coleco, and look at this beauty. This is Coleco Zap. This is a 2-player electronic game, and it's in the box, and look at that beautiful box. Isn't that a wonderful thing? This is from 1978. Yes, proper retro, proper old stuff. Let's get it out of the box. It's got 2 poly inners that hold the game inside. Let's pull that out. There you go. What a beautiful thing. I love the stickers and the decals. Got a little bit of writing on the bottom. It's got the battery cover, of course. It's a whackathon game. It's a strange one. I'm hoping it's going to run and I can show you it going. It's got the manual in here as well. It's got the original manual. It's got everything. What a lovely thing. I don't think I have a box one of these in my collection. It's the first candidate of the game I'd like to keep, and it is in stunning condition. Let's play it first and then I'll make my decision. Now, sadly, I have no friends, so I'm going to demonstrate this as both player 1 and player 2. And it's a surprisingly sophisticated game, considering it's only got 2 buttons. It's a bit like Atari Pong meets one of those frustrating fruit machine reaction tests. Press the button to launch the ball at the competitor, and they press the button to send it back. Now, you'll see there's 1, 2, 3 numbers on each side, and this dictates the speed of your return. And it's surprisingly tough. You'd think, well, it's just one button, I can do this. No, you're trying to get it on the 3 so you can send it back super fast. So you've really got to concentrate. Get to the green and you lose the points. So let's see if I can volley the ball in the middle for a bit. Then number 3 on the right side. Yes, super fast. You see, super fast. You're really hard to catch. It is simple, but it is surprisingly addictive and great fun with 2 players, I imagine. Now, who remembers Tandy? Yes, Tandy, that little computer shop that you used to have around the corner, sold you TRS-80s and a lot of wires. I always used to go in there for headphone connection cables and, doublers and, jacks. Yeah, I've just swum down to Tandy for some jacks, Mum. Why did we? We loved that shop. It was brilliant. All gone. We had Maplins. That was a replacement, but then wasn't as good, and then it went bust. So, yeah, no more Tandy. But we still have a few memories of theirs from their electronic games. Now, they didn't make their own stuff, Tandy. They rebranded other people's stuff. So this Championship Baseball, I think, is actually a Mattel game that they did. And let me just show you the box. It's got a lovely box. If you collect handhelds, you want to have the Tandy version as well. There's value in having them. They're not like lesser versions. They are the same game. They're just different branding and different packaging. Let's just get this out. Oh, we've got a bit of bubble wrap on this one. This one doesn't have its original polyinners. It has got a bit of bubble wrap. Let's open it up. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's got the manual though. It has the manual. Let's just look at that. A baseball-shaped manual. Now that is. Oh, it opens out. It opens out. Wow. See, I'm discovering this stuff with you. It's fabulous. That's what I thought. I'll just save this up and I'll go through it with you guys. Why not? And look at the condition of that. I mean, when's this? 1979, 1980? Look at the condition. This has barely been used. Sometimes that means it's not going to work. We'll find out in a minute. Yeah, baseball games. Unfortunately, baseball handheld games are not particular fun to play. I mean, we put up with them. But, because they're American game, baseball huge in America. And baseball really doesn't do much for us, like American football doesn't do much for us. But we persevered. Back in the 80s, if you got one of these, you persevered with it. Because they still release all this stuff over here. But yeah, baseball, not really my go-to game of choice. But what incredible condition. Let's see what it plays like. Here it is then, ready for a bit of baseball. Yes. Oh, it's got the tunes. Now, okay, we've got this little grid. Oh, look, that is the ball flying at you. Yeah, we said there was a reaction test before. You've got to try and stop this at the right line. Oh my God, no. Terrible, missed it. I think most baseball games are just reaction tests like this. Just trying to stop a light at the right point. And then you can run. Yeah, got some other buttons to press. It's a lot of fun, isn't it? I think you've seen enough, haven't you? Now here's a game most of you will recognise, Galaxy 2. You're thinking, I've seen that before. Yes, it's Astro Wars, released in the UK as Astro Wars, but released in Europe and America as Galaxy 2. I'm not going to particularly play it, but it's just nice to have a Galaxy 2. We don't often see these. We always get the Astro Wars. Let's just get it out. We've got the manual. So instead of the Grandstand branding that we would have had, it is branded by the original manufacturer, which is Epoch. Epoch, one of the greatest Japanese handheld electronic game creators. And here's the game. It is Galaxy 2. Look at that. It's just that different branding at the top. It is the same game as Astro Wars. Beautiful condition. Fabulous example. I can't really play Astro Wars again on the show. This show is going to make it called the Astro Wars show soon because I show this game so often. But anyway, still nice to show you a Galaxy 2.
What's on the table?
Now we get into a rare one. This is a Gakken game. Gakken, Japanese manufacturer. Very, very highly rated for their electronic games. Still going. They're still going. I think they make record players and things over in Japan now. Paint Roller. That's a very rare two-player game. I'm surprised that this is all in English because I thought this only got a Japanese release. I have one myself in my collection. This is not a candidate for me to keep it because I already have one. But yeah, this box is completely English. But I don't remember ever seeing this in the shops back in the 80s. Now let's just show you on the big camera. The box is a bit faded. You can see it's lovely, colourful sides, and the back is nice, and the other side is nice. But the front is a bit faded. Let's get it out. Fantastic game. I mean, yeah, if you have never seen this game running, it is brilliant fun. It's a two-player. You know, the thought of having two-player electronic games back then were great. Well, first we've got the manual, the lovely manual, again in English. And Italian. Maybe this is a European release then. Oh no, there's another manual. There's an English manual as well. So yeah, it did get a proper Euro release. What am I on about? Thinking this was Japanese only. It took me years to track down my own one in my collection. Look at this. Look at the condition of this beautiful thing. Dave did not play this. He didn't. He kept it in the box. I mean, yeah, the box might be faded, but the game is like brand new. Let's get it out. What the heck? Look at that thing. Isn't that a monster? Yeah, it's a painting game. You'll know these sort of games. It's got the, oh, look at the, I mean, that is not, it's brand new. It looks brand new. Incredible. Let's get this thing up and running. Fingers crossed it works. Here we go then, and of course it works. Let's get ready for the theme tune. Magical. Now, yes, we are now painting. It's gone a bit blurry. Sorry about that. Our job is to paint the maze and avoid all the bad guys, collect all the bonus items. Yeah, and on the other screen, on the other side of the game, your competitor would be doing the same, but painting over your colour and making you start all over again. So yeah, kind of frustrating, but yeah, these painter games aren't usually two-player. It's definitely an exciting angle. Secret passages, like in Pac-Man, let you zip over to the other side of the screen. Oh, it's gone blurry again. But anyway, yes, that is the game. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's just stunning. It doesn't flicker in real life. Now here's a mega beast, Super Simon. Now you'll know the classic Simon. And if you think about it, if you actually think about it, just bear this in mind. We were in a time, when that came out, 1979, 78, when following a random sequence of flashing lights was amazing entertainment. I mean, just think about that.
Let's play Simon! Simon says, come chase after me. Repeat my life sequentially. Cause do what I do. Simon says, I'll give you the razz if you don't keep up with all my jazz. So don't do what I don't do. Simon says, go longer and faster. And when you do, you'll be the master. You did do what I did. Simon, the Do What I Do computer game from MB Electronics. Do.
But the Simon was a smash hit, sold millions all over the world. But you were just pressing lights, following a light, and then remembering it, and then trying to play it back. You know, that was massive entertainment. That was, wow, I've got this for Christmas. We're all going to sit around and play this. If you think about it, if you actually think about it, our expectations of entertainment must have been a lot lower because it's it's tricky. I mean, obviously we get a long sequence. It takes you a long time to press the buttons and get to the right. But really, that's going to keep up my Christmas. That's going to make my Christmas perfect. Yeah, crazy. Anyway, the sequel to that is the giant Super Simon, made for more players, with 8 buttons instead of 4. Let me just open it up. Oh, did you hear that? I'll do it again. Oh, hey! Something to say about that, haven't you? Okay, look at that. What a beautiful example. I mean, it's so vibrant. It's such a pretty thing, isn't it, the Simon? It is gorgeous. It's huge. It's huge. It takes up a lot of shelf space. Let's just get it out. Oh, it's got everything. It's got the lovely manual in there. I mean, we've had Super Simons in stock for probably non-stop for over 10 years. Don't sell them. Nobody wants to buy them because it's commitment, isn't it? It's like having this massive slab of plastic. But wow, what a beautiful example. Takes about 1 million batteries, costs you about 30 quid in batteries. But yeah, wow, just such, it's so nice to see these games in immaculate condition. And the box is beautiful too. I mean, the box is gorgeous. Am I going to force myself to play this for you? Maybe.
Maybe not!
Now here is something I have never seen before. And the reason for that is because it's not that old. This is one of these remakes. It's like it's a Frogger game, but it's a new version. Looks like in the style of the classic Coleco one, but it's not. It's not. Let's show you on the camera. There you go. Look, you can see it's got that style about it. Yeah, I mean, you could trick someone who wasn't really up there with electronic games, didn't know, but you say, oh yeah, this is vintage, it's vintage, but it's not. I think it's got to be 2000s. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at it. I mean, it's in lovely condition, I think. It's got the manual in there. It's made by Excalibur. They're quite famous for making loads of chess computers. It's a bit dirty. Needs a bit of a clean up. I will give it a wipe and then we'll give it a play and see what it's like and see if it compares to the originals.
Hey, what's this? It's got a good beat.
But sadly it's a beat that just won't shut up. Here we go. So I'm this green blob at the bottom. You can see it's an LCD. It uses the reflective screen like a Nintendo. Oh, it's gone blurry. Nintendo panorama screen. I'm on the logs. Yeah, it's always good to be on the log. I'm going to get to the top. Yeah, it's very simple. It's Frogger. It's pretty much what I expected. But yeah, it's colourful. It's really colourful, and it's bright, and it's not a backlit screen.
And here is another one in that series. This is Alien Invaders. This one's pretty grotty. It needs a clean up. Again, very similar style. I mean, it's nice. I do like matching games. You know, if you're going to have a set, if you're going to stick them on a shelf, it's lovely to have a row of games in the same shape of like these. Now, if you've got electronic games, I mean, a lot of my stuff you see behind me is probably all in the boxes, which doesn't look as good. You want to get it out of the boxes, you want to get it in glass cabinets, and you want to get all those matching shape signs. There's a fantastic collector of handheld games. I should give her a mention. Linda Guillory. She's in America, but she is incredible. She does a bit of YouTubes, but yeah, her collection is. If you look at her collection, you go, "Oh, I wish I had that collection so much." Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to stick a link down to Linda because it's an amazing site. But yes, let's compare and contrast this game with Frogger.
Well, actually, this one is quite different. Instead of using that reflector, it's got a proper backlit screen. It is an LCD screen still, though. A more modern game would probably just have one of those IPS screens you find in repurposed Game Boys and Game Gears. I quite like the fuzzy sound. It's pretty playable. I doubt they make LCD games with screens like this anymore. So this really is typical of the tail end of the LCD era.
Now, just for comparison, this is what those original games in that series look like. This is a Coleco, brilliant Coleco again, Pac-Man. Yeah, they are fabulous. I mean, these were the kings. When I first got into collecting games, this was the series that I wanted the most. They just look fabulous. It's a brilliant LED version of Pac-Man with a 2-player mode. One person controls the Ghost, one person controls the Pac-Man. Yeah, they're brilliant. 1981. It's just like this kind of shield, like stickered shield around the gameplay area. I just think it looks like a little mini coin-op. I mean, we see loads of people now making like bar tops and retro pie tabletop games, and they go sticker crazy, and some of them look amazing. But this is original. This is 1981. This is like what electronic games look like. Just fabulous. And this one's quite good. I mean, it's got some little bit of sticker bleed through the Pac-Man, but usually it's a lot worse. Now, I do think that Dave told me this was the game that didn't work, but we'll give it a go and see if we can fire it up and play it.
And Dave was right, but look, I'm doing the old battery roll trick, and you're getting some flickering. You're getting the flickering of the gameplay. I think this is fixable. We'll sell it off cheap, but someone's going to bring this baby back to life.
Now, this is a bit of a dirty one. This is CGL's Earth Invaders. Yeah, and it's a very similar looking game. I know it's not really that similar, but remember the Coleco one? I've got it back. They're kind of styled together, aren't they? Let's put them on the top camera. Yeah, they do go. They look like best friends, don't they? They look like they should be hanging around the park together.
I will take them to the park and make sure they don't get into any trouble.
But the CGL Invaders, it's a very futuristic shape. It's got a huge battery compartment as well. Boom! Yeah, let's see. Let's give it a bit of a wipe. Give it a bit of a wipe and see what Earth Invaders is like.
Oh, it's another one with some great tunes. Yeah, it may be grubby. I think the dirt is actually protecting it a bit. But sadly, the controls are unresponsive. Again, you have to hold the shift button to move and then the shift button to fire. It is incredibly similar to Alien Attack. Yeah, okay, so it looks great. The screen's brilliant. The dirt is protecting it, but those controls are unresponsive.
Now, this is a different game to the Tandy Baseball we just looked at, but this is Mattel Baseball. And it's in the original box, but the original box is a bit worse for wear. Now, this is a very old game. This is 1978. Yeah, we were little kids back then when this stuff came out. But that doesn't mean it's not awesome. Oh, we've got the manual, and here we have the game. A bit of sticker. Oh, there is also a little flyer in the box. Look at this. Oh, look, it's got some big meaty sportsmen playing their games. And there we go, we've got the other side. Oh, that's lovely to see. I do love all these old Mattel games. Oh, but look at the game. Yes, fabulous. Look at that. I mean, again, it's baseball. Not the most fun game for us Brits to play, but look at the condition. That is good. Yeah, instructions on the base. Let's give it a little go.
Now, it's got a satisfying buzz when you turn this one on. But it's the same reaction. Do you see that? I missed the ball. It throws that LED at you super fast. And then you do a bit... Oh, I missed it again. Oh, great fun.
Now, here's a game that might be a bit more familiar to you, and this is the classic CGL Invader. 2 sequels to this game, but you know, we had the white, the yellow, and the orange. This is the original, this is the first one, this is the white one. And look at it, it's beautiful in the box. Invader. Oh, yeah, I'm looking forward to playing this one. Let's just slide it out. Oh, yeah. Have we got the manual? Yes, we've got the manual. There it is. Unfold it there. Look, beautiful original manual. Oh, I love these games. I love them. Oh my goodness. And it's in amazing condition. I can see it already. Let's just pop this. Oh my God. It is like brand new. Oh God, this is a lot better than the one I've got in my collection. Look at that. That is phenomenal. That is 10 out of 10. Wow! These are just like, keep looking at it. Now, I actually grabbed the sequel because that was in this collection too. There's the Galaxy Invader 1000. That was the sequel game. The third one, it wasn't in this collection, the third one. But yeah, they do look lovely together, don't they? And loads of you will know this game. You'll know that I did a high score challenge back in the day on the channel some point, some long time ago. I'll never be able to find it to show you where it was. But yeah, let's have a look at what these Galaxy Invaders play like.
Absolutely amazing to be playing a brand new version of this game. Yeah, we've all seen it before. 3 lanes of aliens, a UFO goes across the top. It's very similar to its sequel, the Galaxy Invader 1000. Sadly, this Galaxy Invader 1000 is slightly faster. It doesn't have any sound. Yeah, a little bit faulty, but easily fixed.
Now I'm going to finish part 1 of this new series, well, it's kind of a new series, with this. Now this is an incredible game, so rare to find this in the box. This is a handheld game made by Atari. Atari Touch Me, yes please. What a beautiful thing. You never see this in the box. Now we talked about Super Simon. This is a very similar game. It's follow the sequence of flashing lights and beeps. But yeah, lovely. To find this in the box, amazing. I don't know if this came out in the UK. This has got a 1996 price sticker. I guess it did then. I guess it did. We've had it in stock before. Oh wow, wow! Here's the game, and oh, we've got an Atari warranty. Oh, this is so nice to have. I mean, if you're an Atari collector, you've got to have one of these. It was the only handheld they ever put into production. They had a few amazing looking prototypes that never came out, but look at this thing. That is like brand new. Let's show you what an original, the only original Atari handheld game plays like.
No, it's not like a calculator. Choose the level. We'll go 3216, yeah. And there we go. We are following the numbers and the lights, just like your Simon. Yeah. Oh, it's getting tough now. It's getting tough. That's 3 in a row. Here we go for the big one. Yeah, that's 4. Yeah, I think I've had enough.
And that that brings the show to a close. I hope you've enjoyed this rampage through the world of handheld electronic games. Self-indulgent, absolutely. I love this stuff. We're going to carry on with this. I've got more crates of it to get through, so we'll be coming back to this very soon. But until then, thanks for watching, and happy retro gaming, retro gamers!
Retrogames says thank you for watching. Retrogames says thank you for watching.
Oh, I like electronic toys too.